Hey guys, dtad here, back with another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 things I love about Animal Jam, so sit back and enjoy, and see which ones you agree with. Starting easily with number 10 is adventures. Now this may seem like a simple feature within the game, but there's so much to explore. For starters, there's the normal adventures you can find on the tab on the world map. The system is great because you have to be a certain level to play each individual adventure, meaning the player has to experience leveling up within the game and getting rewarded for it. There's also different variant levels within the adventure, normal or hard mode, which determines how hard the phantoms are to defeat, how many spawn, what the tasks are, and even the prizes change. It's quite complicated for a game which started on a simple Flash software, and I give them props for making adventure so much more complex. It's a great way for people to work up the rarity system, as well as there can be some great prizes. It also helps the players connect with each other and gives buddies something else to bond over within the game. That's even without mentioning the great seasonal adventures which circle throughout the year, such as Lucky Clovers, Twists and Turns, Special Delivery, and many more fun seasonal ones which gives the game more diversity and exploration. Next at number 9, we have our art studio and masterpieces. Now the art studio has been around since the beta days, but normally you would just go in there to make art and could send it to AJHQ, or delete it basically, which isn't really too fun and kind of seemed like a waste. Now quite late on in the game, May 2016 time, they released the feature to be able to turn your art into a physical masterpiece to display or trade. Even though this is a relatively newer feature than some other aspects of the game, I personally think it's one of the most important and also best decisions the game developers have personally made. It changed the game and player dynamic in so many ways. Players got given the chance to express themselves and their personalities throughout Animal Jam. People were able to create art of things they really enjoy, such as fandoms they are in, their favourite shows, anime, games, bands, and basically anything else they want. Furthermore, people who were interested in the same fandoms could trade for the person's art if the artist wanted, and keep the masterpiece to display in their own den. This also brought out some amazing artists hidden within the community, which was now able to share their talents and passions within their favourite game. This created a whole new sense of community within Animal Jam and helped expand relationships throughout the game, and honestly, I think that's really beautiful to bring a community together like that. Number 8 is a fun one. Minigames. Minigames have actually been in the game since beta testing, but many games have been added to the collection since then. What's good about minigames is there are different types of playing modes so you can enjoy them whenever. For example, there are certain minigames you can only enjoy as a single player, such as Sky High. I think it's nice to have the option to play alone sometimes within Animal Jam. Then there's the buddy type games, which you can invite people to, such as bowling, 4Gem, pairs, and so many more. This is great for playing with friends and encourages players to play and learn together. Lastly, there's multiplayer games where there's normally a random chosen lobby of people, such as Fallen Phantoms and my personal favourite, Best Dressed. I think minigames are a great addition to the game because it allows players to enjoy something together, and there's so many different types to choose from, which means that everyone will like something. It's a great small escapism within the main game, which gives you a sense of doing something else and gives Animal Jam more dimension. Following at number 7 is the trading system. This came into the game in 2011, around a year after the beta testing. Now the trading system used to be problematic because if someone accepted, then that was it. Many people got scammed through this playing in games like Flash Trading, which was basically just scammers making people trade in, then accepting really quickly. Luckily, Animal Jam changed this in 2015, which was a little late, but still better. In 2015, the amount of items you could trade changed as well, from only 4 to 20, which made bulk trading a lot easier and rarer items better to trade for. This also prevented scamming. Coming in at number 6 is the nostalgia of the game. Now, I understand that some players don't have this because they may have just joined or migrated from Play Wild, but many players have been playing for years and have grown up around this game. For some, it's their whole childhood. I know people now who play in their 20s and 30s who have been around since the beta days. I have personally played this game from the age of 12, and I'm now almost 20, so it was a large part of my teen years. The people who I've spoken to about this game online agree that the nostalgia is a big part of the enjoyment and experience. Even though the game has changed so much throughout this time, it still gives off the same vibes as when we were all kids, and I think for a lot of people it's a massive comfort game where they can go to feel safe and included in a community. Number 5 is that Animal Jam is educational. Now, some may not know this, but Animal Jam actually started as a National Geographic game sponsor. For those of you who don't know, National Geographic is an American magazine which explores geography, science, and knowledge throughout the world. Their purpose is to inspire and educate, which is why they originally made a game for younger kids to have a fun way of learning. Unfortunately, National Geographic did stop sponsoring Animal Jam. However, I believe that this game is still full of learning as they never took away the elements after they left. For example, you can still go to the Animal Jam theatre rooms and watch informative videos, learn about the different types of fish in Tyranny's aquarium, play the best guess game and learn animal facts, go to Brady's lab and learn about the reptiles, and even play Myra Says to learn random fun facts. There's so much more in the game to learn as well. And what's better is it's quite a passive and fun way for kids to learn without it being seen as a lesson. I think this is such an important part of the game because it's what its core was when it started and it continues to help children with education. Number 4 is Animal Jam lore. Oh, that rhymed. So, I'm not going to go into the depths of the Animal Jam lore, otherwise this video would be about an hour long. But I think it's such a great aspect to the game. Considering Animal Jam was originally a small Flash game, they put so much extra effort into creating the whole background and history of the game. I think the story of Animal Jam is so beautiful. How the spirits, Myra and Zeus, created the Heartstones for the animals to let them onto Jamar. And then how the Phantoms came through the dark portal and stole the Heartstones to banish the animals. The 6 remaining animal groups got given an Alpha Stone each, and then the Alphas we all know were born. The Alphas defeat the Phantoms, but the Phantoms drag Zeus into the dark portal before they leave. Myra loves Zeus so much that she follows after them to try and rescue him. That's why we haven't seen Myra or Zeus appear in so long. However, in the new adventures, there are signs and clues of finding Myra throughout the maps, such as the Myra Feather. The Alphas then combine their Heartstones to create enough power to get rid of the pollution the Phantoms left from the war. Now, this is just very brief history, but it goes into so much depth and can be backed up by the adventures in-game and the official Animal Jam lore released by the developers. I think it's so interesting to see what theories the community comes up with and how everything links together so well. Next at number 3 is music. Now, you don't think a lot about the game music, but I think in a way that's what good game music should be like. It doesn't distract you from the gameplay and merges well with the background and graphics. Now, I think Animal Jam did a very good job with sounding the game, as in each individual land and each separate shop or building, there's a different music track playing. That's without each different type of music in the seasonal adventures and parties. On the Animal Jam wiki, there are actually 61 different types of music tracks listed. 61? That's crazy. Which again, for a small game, it's very varied and impressive amount of music. There's so many different genres as well, which all fit in with a paired place in the world. It's great how much of the music is purchasable as well, so players can enjoy their favourite track within their den. I personally love the Mount Chevier music and Balooish music as it makes those lands feel so majestic and whimsical. At number 2 is customization. This is so important in the game because it gives each player an aspect of individualism and creativity to express themselves. Basically, everything yours in the game is customizable. Different dens, den items, clothing, animal, pets. There's so much. For example, according to the wiki, there's 52 different dens, 4,688 different den items, 2,769 different clothing items, 199 different pets, and 76 different animals. This is without taking into account the colour variations of items, as most den and clothing items come in sets of 8 different colours. That means if you took 2,759 clothing items and multiplied that by 8, then essentially there are over 22,000 unique clothing items. I know the rule of 8 does not apply to all clothing, and some has more colours, some has less, but it works well as a general rule. You can also make your den however you want, as well as your animal, as there's so many different colours and patterns for them as well. Pets are also completely customizable with colours and patterns. Basically, the amount of items and customization you are given, the creativity and options in the game are endless. And at first, at number 1 is connection. Now that may seem lame to you and some people may not understand, but the main aspect about this game is connection you get with one another. There's so many different types of people who play this game, and each one can create special bonds and memories. For example, siblings can use this game to play together. Parents and children can enjoy the game and learn together. There's even couples who have a stronger relationship because they play games like this together. People all around the world play this game and connect through a screen even though they may be thousands of miles apart. There's even groups outside of Animal Jam on social media which form because of this game. I am personally in an Animal Jam Facebook group and made some of my best online friends because of that. I'm not saying this is just an Animal Jam thing, all games have a chance to let players connect, but there's something so special about Animal Jam that people everywhere in the game can bond over and enjoy. Share their own passions and fandom and love for things. Like you, the person watching this, and hearing me speak. I'm connecting to you on some level right now because of an Animal Jam video you clicked on, and I think that's the best thing about this whole game. So those are my top 10 things I love about this game. Tell me below in the comments which one you like most from the list, or maybe even include your own special thing you love about this game. I think there are many more great things about this game than just 10, so please share some thoughts below. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to this channel. It helps so much. Thanks. See you next time. Bye guys!